Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Coffee and a Card. So let's get crafty together. So we're going to take a look at some of your projects, and then we're also going to make a card together. That's why we gather on Tuesdays. Excuse me. So, welcome. How's your day going? How's your week going? Welcome to August. Can you believe it? It's really here. It's August. So time just, the summer. Ooh, sorry. I just hit my thingamajigger. I just hit my my phone stand. Yeah, the summer is flying by, you guys. Don't you feel like it? So it's time to go back to school for some people. And so I say that because my husband's going back to school. Well, yeah, he took the summer off. And so his next semester starts August 20th. It's like just around, what is that? 15 days? 2 weeks from tomorrow? It's crazy. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this will be his last year, but you just never know, how the schedule goes and how classes get taken care of and internships and all the things, but we are hopeful that this will be his last year as he's doing web programming, so that's kind of what Josh is pursuing. I've got some happy mail to show you, and I also wanted to let you know, today being August 5th, a couple of things that came out today. There are some new kits. There's 3 new kits actually, and one of them's on sale because there's also an in-color product sale that started today, and so one of the brand new kits released today is also on sale, so that's pretty cool. And there's like this fall garland kit. It's like 5 feet long or something when you make the garland, and then another card kit as well. So there's an in-color sale. There's 3 new kits today, so a lot of fun stuff happening. And if you're super into Christmas and fall and Thanksgiving and Halloween and all the things, you might also consider joining my team so that you can order today from new online exclusives and the new upcoming catalog. So that's really exciting. Welcome everyone who's coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down because, as you can tell, everything's backwards now on Facebook. And so I like to put the camera down so that oh goodness. And I like to knock stuff over and cause lots of noise. So there we go. Okay. Let me see here. Just get something in the frame. Okay, got it. All right. So, one of these days, you guys, I'm gonna get my system figured out. But here we are. So I'm gonna show you some happy mail. We'll start with this card. So I just opened some envelopes here before I came on live. So this is from Mickey in Arkansas. And it says heartfelt prayers. Oh, that's a fun flap. I like that. So she used the arches on their sides to do that flap. That's super fun. I love that. And I think this is from the lavender paper, I think. So, anyways, very cute. Next, we've got one from somebody in Ohio. Let me see if there's a name on the inside. Oh, yes, Linda. There's one, this is from Linda in Ohio. And it says, hello, friend. And look at that. How cute. Wait, what does it say? I am a bookmark. Pull up. Oh, there's a little paper clip in there. See if I can get that in there. So there's a little paper clip in there. So it becomes a bookmark. Oh, you guys, that's kind of fun. So look at that. So you can see how it comes apart right there. And so it just slides right onto your card, but it'll also slide right onto my book. Oh, that is so fun. How cool is that? Anyways, I'm easily amused by things, you guys. It doesn't take much. I get excited to see what you guys are doing and the new things that you're coming up with. All right, this one is from Deb Ludwig in Minnesota. It says, may the good you do come back to you. Just move her note here, and it says thank you. I love that. That was some really pretty paper from a few years ago. All right, last but not least, we've got one from Laura in Indiana, and it says thanks so much. And I'll just move her note, and it says you're the best. So I always go back and read all of these messages that you put in them, but just, for the sake of the video, here we are. That is really cute. I love coffee, so you can never go wrong with coffee cards. Okay, let me set these just out of the way because I just put them right on top of the dies that we're going to use for today's card. Speaking of which, I'm going to use these textured notes dies. Not using the stamp set. Well, that's not true. I guess I used it in my sample, but I'm not using it on the card I'm making live. But these dies are so versatile. We can use them on lots of different cards. So they're really, really handy to have. And then I am going to be pairing it with, now don't run away. Okay, stick with me here. Bear with me. There are no turtles on today's card. But I am using this Turtle Textures embossing folder. Okay, and I'm also using the Turtle Designer Series paper. But don't run away. There's no turtles on my card. And I'm saying that because I know that there are some of you who think the turtles are creepy. So what I want to do is show another way to use some of these products without turtles. So nothing turtle related, okay? All right, so let me show you our card. So here's our card. It says thank you, and you are seriously the best. So we've got this old olive pool party garden green combination going on, and I think you can kind of see the embossed design back here. So that's what we are going to make. Only for my live video, I'm going to use some different colors. So I've got pool party, poppy parade, we got some basic white, and I just have some scraps here. So I just pulled out a couple of strips, well, 3 strips. This is turtle paper, but no creepy turtles. Oh, Kathy, I love the turtles too. But I want to show other ways to use this product. So let's start with, let's see, we need to cut some pool party strips. So let me move these. So my designer series paper strips are 1 inch wide. Okay, and I already had them 1 inch wide. These were just scraps inside of my DSP bag. So they're all different lengths because length is not going to matter for what. Well, let me rephrase that. It needs to be at least 4¼ inches long. Sorry, 1 inch by 4¼ at a minimum. So 1 by 4¼ All right, for our cardstock, we are going to do 3/4 inch strips. And we need 3 of those. So 3/4 inch strips, and we need 3 of them. Okay? All right. So then we're going to take a piece of basic white, and the thing with your basic white is it just needs to be a little bit bigger than whatever die cut you're going to use. So in my case, let's see, I want to use the largest die on this. And so this is actually a 4¼ by 5½ piece of basic white, but you just need to go a little bit bigger than whatever size die cut you're going to use. Okay. So I don't have to completely cover it. I just need to get a bunch of tape on here, or glue if that's your preference. And I'm going to start here. It doesn't matter if you start with designer series paper or cardstock. I always think the first one is the hardest because I want it all the way down at the very bottom. Okay. So then I need to decide my order here. Actually, I kind of like the order I just pulled them over. So, I think I'm gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna do the dots at the top. So I'm gonna stick this here. It doesn't matter if it overlaps. It doesn't matter if you want to go even on one side. None of that's going to matter because we are going to be die cutting this out. So we're not concerned about that extra. Let's see. I think the majority of them are facing this way. So we're going to go that way for my music note paper. This is going to make a great birthday card. Okay, then we'll do our last cardstock strip. And our last designer series paper. And I do have a little extra white at the top, but not a problem. It's, whoops, not going to be an issue when I put the die cut on it. Okay, so we've got our strips here. And I can see here my die is going to fit just fine. So we're going to be good to go. Now I am going to quickly actually, I'll just tear it off. Just because of, I think maybe this one a little bit too. It just might be a little bit wide when I stick this in my die cutting machine. So I'm going to grab that machine and we are going to put our piece here. I'm going to grab that large die and I'm just going to set it where I want it to be. As long as it's going to cut within the bounds of the paper. And then I'm going to crank it through. Now, because I'm going through cardstock, DSP, and cardstock, lots of stuff, I'm actually going to crank it back and forth just to make sure I get a really good impression and that it cuts all the way through. So, coming back through the other direction. Excuse me. All right. So, I've got lots of little paper scraps falling out here. And we have our new die cut. Okay. Now I'm going to set this aside. We're going to do some embossing, but first, as long as I have my die cut sandwich, I'm going to grab another one of these dies and also a piece of Poppy Parade. And I'm just going to die cut a Poppy Parade tag. So this would be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is actually the exact middle die in this set. So that's the one I chose. I was going to say it's fourth largest, but it's also fourth from the smallest. So it has these kind of little line design in it. Okay. And then now I can switch my sandwich. So I got to take out this mini plate underneath. And we're going to bring back that die cut. And we've got our turtle pattern embossing folder, which when you make it with not turtles, it just becomes a really fun design. And I love adding embossed designs to my cards. I think it's such an easy way to add fun texture and really just step up the look of your card just simply by embossing. Okay, let me just put this back here. We're going to crank this in. Oh, everyone say hi to Josh. My husband's watching right now. Okay. So here is our embossed piece. Oh, that's fun. Well, maybe I won't send my hair with it. All right, so here is our embossed piece, and it can go all sorts of different directions. Looks like I have a little extra white here. I'm just gonna, where's my scissors? just a little sticking out right there, which will bug me when I make my cards, so I just have to get it off. Isn't that cute? What a fun design. Okay, so we've got that. We're going to use Poppy Parade for our card base. We've got our tag here as well. And then let's see, what am I missing? I don't think I'm missing anything. So, oh, I know what I need. I'm also going to be using a pool party and a basic white. So this is 4 by 5 1/4 pool party. And this is 3 3/4 by 5 on my basic white. I'm going to be doing this on the inside of my card. In fact, we'll go ahead and just do that right now. Because Poppy Parade is not quite the best color to write on unless you've got some good gel pens. So I want to, plus I just think it looks, I think it feels a little more finished if I add an insert. Even sometimes on a white card, I like to add a white insert because I think it just, I don't know, it just feels like I did something. Maybe that's what it is. All right, I'm just going to take a little ephemera tag today, and it says today is about you. And that's going to be my inside sentiment. And I'm just going to stick that right here at an angle on purpose. Okay? So, today is about you. So now I'm going to flip it over, and we are going to adhere our die cut to the front of our card. So I'm going to go around all 4 sides with my tape just so that it really adheres nice and flat. I don't want ripples on the edge of my, let me just make sure I did that right. Yes, I did. So sometimes you get ripples on the edge of your die cuts if they're really, thick impression. And so that's why I like to put tape all the way around the outside. So, all right, we're going to be adding this Poppy Parade, but before we do that, I'm going to be using some balloons and some ephemera words here. So we need, and move this aside, I need a Poppy Parade and I need a pool party. Oh, my subtles are right behind my, let's see, pardon me, my subtle blends are right behind my iPad. We're gonna do those 2. I don't know, you guys, I need a third color. So while I'm coloring, let me know, what should my third color be? Because I got 3 balloons here. So I've got Poppy Parade and Pool Party. I mean, I suppose I could do like Cajun Craze is in this. That's the color of my words. All right, there's 1. And so we'll do Pool Party over here. Okay, Deb says yellow. All right, so the yellow in the card is Cajun Craze. So I think I need some new Pool Party blends. I use them a lot. I'm a big fan of the Pool Party color. But I can tell they are almost out. Okay. All right, Kathy says yellow too. So where is my Cajun Craze? No, not Cajun Craze. I'm sorry, I keep saying the wrong color. Crushed curry, that's what I mean to say. So we will grab a crushed curry marker because there's not a blend for crushed curry. Ooh, that's not as bright as I would like it to be. I can already tell. So I am going to go with Daffodil Delight. We're just going to have a little shadowing here on our yellow. There we go. That's much better. The crushed curry marker was just too dark. So this Daffodil Delight is going to be much closer to the color we're trying to achieve. And I suppose with Daffodil Delight, I could have used a blend, but that's okay. All right, so we've got our balloons. So let's dimensionalize. Actually, I had a card class in my studio last night, and I was demonstrating the cards, and all of a sudden, I got to telling them the last step, and I realized every single thing was taped flat. I had not used a single dimensional in this card, and someone was like, I think we need to dimensionalize the tag. I was like, yes. I feel like I'm committing a crime if I have not put dimensionals on something. All right, so we've got our tag. I'm going to also put some dimensionals here on my balloons. We're going to use up some of these edge pieces. There we go. So we'll add our balloons. And those are not stamped and die cut. Those are from an ephemera pack. So the ephemera is a wonderful thing because it gives you some great shapes that you might not otherwise have. And then this is also from another pack. And we've got some new white and gold ephemera words coming out, which is really exciting. Okay, so then I went looking for something that had crushed curry in the embellishments. And these, let's see, Starburst sequins have the crushed curry in them. Let's see here. Those are all big ones. Let me see if I can find some small. Here we go. Here's some small ones. So we're going to do a little combination here. So big one, small one. I think I'll do another big one. And we'll put it down here. All right. There we go. Oh, Josh is asking for dimensionals. I have to bring them home for him. See, I'm even getting him into crafting. And you guys, I'm going to be doing a video series teaching my husband how to craft. It's going to be so much fun. So stay tuned for that. We're trying to get some of the videos recorded before he goes back to school. And because he is a beginner stamper. And so I thought, well, how fun would it be to teach him how to stamp and what all these tools are and why dimensionals are so critical. No, no, listen, if you don't like dimensionals, it's totally fine. We can still be crafting friends. I am just a huge lover of dimensionals. So it's your birthday. We're using that turtle embossing folder, but not a turtle card, and turtle DSP. And then today is about you. And so my sample card was a vertical card, and it's using same designer series paper. This it comes from the textured notes. So I didn't show that. I did use the textured notes stamp set. That's where I got the leaf from and the words as well. So those are my two cards where we are embossing our paper strips. So don't forget to make your version of this card and share it over in the Handcrafted Blessings community group. Starting this month, I'm going to be posting this as a weekly challenge and then picking a winner each week from people who post their version. So be sure you can share it in the group, you can create your own post, but also be sure to post it on the challenge post so that you can be entered into the drawing for a prize each week. So let's use up our designer series paper and have some fun crafting. So don't forget, in color product sale starts today. So anything that has pretty much most anything that has an in color in it, a new in color is on sale today, and 3 new kits were added as well. So, all right, you guys, have some fun crafting and don't forget to encourage one another and build each other up. I'll see you soon.